Hello, my name is Jamar Johnson, and this presentation is on mobile adoption. Question: how many of you have smartphones? Okay, and how many of you use your smartphones for things like mobile banking? I know I do. Mobile banking is probably one of the highest perform activities that I use my smartphone for. I use it to check my account balance, I use it to transfer funds to my family and friends, to pay my bills, to monitor alerts that tell me the health and wellness of my bank account, my savings account. So it's something that's very important to me and something that I access regularly. So if I think about a time when we didn't have mobile apps for banking and I wanted to, let's say, transfer funds to a friend of mine, well, in order for me to do that, I'd have to get into my car, I'd have to drive to the nearest branch, withdraw the money using the assistance of the teller, and then deposit that money into my friend's account. But with the mobile banking app, I can do all of that from my home, from the bus, from the train, from the office, from wherever I am at any given point in time. And what that does is it saves me a lot of time because now I don't have to take time out of my day to drive to a banking center. And it also saves the bank money because now that teller can be reassigned and focused on another activity. So that's what this presentation is all about. It's about the support of mobile adoption. So the first thing that we'll talk about is what exactly is meant by mobile adoption. Then we'll talk about some particular use cases and case studies that identify the benefits of implementation of mobile banking specifically. Then we'll take a step back and more of a broader approach, and we'll understand how mobile adoption has affected the world, and then we'll close out our presentation. So first, what is a mobile device? Well, dictionary.com defines a mobile device as any portable, wireless computer device that is small enough to be held in the hand. So we're talking about smartphones like the Android S6, for example, and tablets like the iPad, and even the smartwatch by Apple as well. And then what we want to know is, what is a mobile application? Well, a mobile application, simply put, is a computer program that is designed to run on a mobile device. So computer programs can run on computers, but ones that are specifically made for mobile devices are considered mobile applications or mobile apps. And lastly, what is mobile adoption? Mobile adoption refers to the effort put forth by a company to support their business processes through mobile applications. So when Bank of America built the Bank of America app, they thought about all of the activities that their consumers, that their clients perform, and which of those could then go into their application. And that's mobile adoption. So the first thing that we want to look at is a mobile adoption case study. The case study that was performed, well, the 10 case studies that were performed, were on the implementation of mobile banking applications across 10 different banks. And the researchers paid particularly close attention to the economics of those implementation. And what that did is it enabled the researchers as well as the business to get a better understanding of the potential gains and losses from the implementation, the business case, and the attributes of successful implementations. So our first diagram here illustrates the maturity model of the implementation of mobile banking. You'll see here that in the informational stage, we have basic functions like viewing your balance and receiving alerts and finding an ATM. And as you progress through the stages here, you end up at the orchestrator stage, which has got the most functionality and the most enhanced functionality with things like opt-in preference management, location and context-aware services, and lifestyle management. In the next diagram, what we're illustrating here is the return on investment, or ROI. And you'll see that the further along each of the banks did in their implementation, the higher their ROI was. So in case study 1, you'll see that there was anywhere between a 300 to 600% increase at the increment. Now if we take a step back from a more broader scope, and we talk about not just mobile banking, but mobile applications in general, we'll see that here, the number of global users accessing digital data has skyrocketed since the year 2007, for mobile devices. And at 2014, mobile digital access superseded desktop access. So what we're seeing here in this diagram is that in the year 2014, more people accessed digital content using a mobile device than they did using a desktop or a laptop. And next, what we see here is the number of times apps were downloaded since the year 2009. So at the beginning of 2009, we were roughly at about 2.5 billion downloads, but at the end of the year of 2015, it's expected to reach nearly 180 billion downloads of mobile applications. So what does this mean? In closing, we're talking about the number of people who are downloading web apps is increasing exponentially as the years go on. And businesses now, in order to remain competitive, in order to increase their customer satisfaction, need to have mobile applications in order to fulfill the customer experience. Thank you.